Hi class. Today we're going to look at the rise of the decorator, and specifically in the United States. At about the turn of the century, the early 1900s, there were professional interior designers slash decorators. The term was used loosely, and we're going to look at three of the most famous interior decorators in from the United States. And although there were informally decorators and designers, this is really the beginning of our profession. The first time that there emerged a secondary profession other than architecture in the design of an interior space. So in the beginning, there were some people who were not formally trained, and they were called decorators, and they obtained furniture, accessories, art, wall coverings, floor color coverings, the whole cohesive package of decorating a room. And so these were three of the pioneers of the movement, and what starts really our profession in interior design, separate from the study of architecture. So we are going to look at, in my lecture, Elsie DeWolf, Dorothy Draper, and Billy Baldwin, all examples of interior decorators with no formal training, but made a huge contribution to the field of interior design. All three of them were really influenced by the Victorian era and kind of despising the Victorian era. Elsie DeWolf really was just horrified by the dark interiors, the heavy window coverings, the clutter, and really pushed to use her influence to kind of dictate a better way for the masses of residential homeowners to have a beautiful interior environment. So in my lecture, you're going to learn about the difference between these three designers, and how they really help define our profession, interior design. During this time too, several different things happened. There started to spring up educational colleges that started offering education in interior design. So that would be, in the early 1900s, the New York School of Fine and Applied Arts, which later became the Parsons School of Design, was one of the first universities to offer education in interior design. And also, if you think about it, so far we've talked about a lot of male figures in architecture and interior design. And this is really the point in history when sort of the floodgates opened and many women entered the field of interior decorating or interior design. So we'll see the rise not only of the decorator, but of women in this profession. And so, factors that influenced this was really the post-World War II political, economic culture, where there became more and more upper middle class people, families that really wanted help with their interiors. They wanted somebody to supervise the entire process of restoring homes. There are people who were dissatisfied with the Victorian style and wanted to hire professionals to reconfigure historical homes. And so as, the middle class group, specifically in the United States, the role of interior designers for both residential and then commercial as, big cities started to expand, like we talked about Chicago after the fire, and work and employment became more office focused. There was a great need for commercial interior designers to create beautiful, functional offices and healthcare and hospitality and all of that. And with the increase in communication in the press and publishing, it became more just popular to talk about style and decor and furniture and that kind of thing. So this is a really interesting segment in our history, the rise of the decorator. And so I hope you enjoy it, and we'll talk to you soon.